afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're live at the Dorothy Talbot Rink in Gloucester where the Varsity Lady Fishermen take on the Lady Chieftans from Masconomic. Thanks again to Mike Nocella and Nocella Pavin for their continued support of high school sports in Cape Ann. Nocella Pavin, 781-938-9162. Hi, Mike. Thank you. Tonight's game, we have Jim Capello live up on camera. This is Lisa Olson. I'm with Tim Oakes. So we're bringing you a dual person tonight. Tim is very familiar with the Masco team. So we're going to give you a little insight on the Gloucester Masco game. The last time the Fishermen broke out to a 3-0 lead and then held on thanks to the Gloucester goalies for a 3-3 tie. This is our second meeting, right, Tim?
Yeah, and that first meeting was great. I think what you're going to see tonight, Lisa, is you're going to see two teams that are pretty much identical. Slightly different variations. So the Chieftans on the one side are going to dress 4 freshmen. They're going to dress 4 8th graders. And they have 5 seniors. And obviously they're going to rely on that senior leadership team to kind of offset some of the deficiencies they have. Compare that against the Fishermen team. You've got the Fishermen team that's got 19 players on its roster. And of that, I think it's 9 of them are freshmen. So what the Fishermen will lack with potential experience, they more than make up with solid goaltending in their tandem goaltending of Rachel Daly as well as Rockport's Avery Olson. So I think you're going to see contrasting styles. And in talking about that first game, the Fishermen jumped out and really dominated and carried the pace of play in that first period in the first meeting, jumped out to a quick 3-0 lead. Chieftains kind of found their rhythm, settled in for the remaining period and a half, 2 periods of the game, and put as much pressure as they could on the Fishermen. But again, the Fishermen's strength this year is clearly its goaltending, and the combination of Daly and Olsen were good enough to stand up to the Chieftain barrage and keep it a 4-4 game.
That's right, 4-4, because that was a killer goal. Masco scored at the buzzer at the end of the second period.
It was the wildest 15 seconds of hockey. The Fishermen jumped out front.
Jock was rolling in his grave.
Yeah.
So let's see, for the Fishermen, we have Sydney Bushy is a center by net with number 11, Miyasala, 19, Aria Caputo. On defense is Brooke McNiff, and that's number 10, Ella Costa. What do we have out for Masco, Tim? Can you see him?
Coach Sugar for Masco is rolling his first line of, it looks like you have Sage Smith on wing. You have Gabby Oakes, freshman forward, on another wing. And you have Newburyport native Callie Capernigo, a senior on the team, returning goal scorer from last year at center.
So she was the only player who returned, even though Newburyport put up a team this year, correct?
That's correct, yeah. So Callie, obviously under MIA rules, is eligible to play for Masco under the grandfather rules.
Yeah.
Before the team split and Newburyport got its own team, her last year team played was Masco. So she is able to stay, if she chooses to, which she did, and continue to play for Masco.
So in net for Masco today is 43.
Yeah, right now in net for Masco is number 44, which is a freshman, Mackenzie Cronin. Cronin started the first game these two teams met for the Chieftains and played all game, picking up the tie.
Nice. And goal for Gloucester is Avery Olson, who Tim informed was a Rockport native, which is probably why I didn't really know it. Olson. Oh, out in front. Here come the Fishermen. That's number 12. No, we don't. 13, Brooke McNiff. 17 is Ariana Scola. Fisherman trying to keep it in. Jenna Connolly at center. Number 24, I can tell her by her long hair. So line change for Masco. And that's Scola.
Lisa, interesting thing for Masco right now, you have freshman McKenna Dockery, number 12, with the puck. McKenna is usually a forward for the Chieftains, and it looks like Coach Sugar's got her playing back on D for this game.
Here comes 26 with a nice move.
It's Bitsy King.
Shot. Save, Olsen. Gloucester's going to clear it out of the end. We have 12:24 to go. No score yet here at Talbot Rink. So my friend Pete Kelly, who's in Florida, gave me some info on the Gloucester girls start. And they started back in 1996, I believe. And that's when it all started here at Gloucester High. Then they had a little bit of a break, and now they're back in a few years at JVs, and they're back their first year in the Varsity in the Northeast Conference. Well, is it the Northeast Conference? Because there's a bunch of different schools.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, and I think that speaks to how old we might be, is that we call it the Northeast Conference. I think it's like the Northeastern Women's League Conference or something, not necessarily fully stocked with traditional NEC teams.
McNiff back on D. She's teamed up with Costa. We missed Caden Poole and Abby Lothis. They'll switch up on defense. Nice pass up in the middle. Masco's there, intercepting. Nice move, shot. Oh, save behind the net, Fisherman.
Yeah, that was senior Mia Sala. Sala had a big game against the Chieftans in the first game.
McNiff. Oh wait, 10 is Costa, I'm sorry. That's McNiff. 19 is Sala. In the center, and Bushy is 18. Ariana Caputo is 18. I'm sorry, Bushy 11. Nice play by the defense. That's Sala. Sala made a name this year in the field hockey. She went over 100 points, I believe. She's been playing. She was playing for Marblehead before. I think she played her freshman year for Marblehead and then came back to Gloucester. Here comes Masco trying to get it out. Gloucester keeps it in. Back to defense. Shot. Ooh, out in front. Deflected off a Gloucester play, and Masco clears it up. That's Scola. Here comes the Chieftans. A little bit too far, but number 6 is fighting for it.
Yeah, it's Bella Cahill.
Oh, Cahill and Masco. Woohoo. Gonna be offsides. They clear it. Jenna, clear it in. We're gonna get a line shift. No offsides. Nice pass, can't connect. No score, 9:46 to go. Gloucester trying to get something happening.
Almost a too many men on the ice penalty there for the Chieftans. Always dangerous making that line change right when the puck's at your gate.
Sala, the first line's back out for the Fishermen. Sala, Bushy, and Caputo. This is shot. Ooh, deflected. Nice play. Is that Gabby right there, the middle, the blonde?
No, the deflection up front was 22, and that was Maddie Kenny, an eighth grader.
So it's a good selection with the Gloucester, you said, at the 9 freshmen, and Masco in.
Yeah,
Masco with the 4 and 4. So
yeah, and I think Lisa, what that speaks to, I think, is the future for these two programs, right?
Yep.
It's great to see young kids, right, 8th graders, freshmen, having an impact and playing meaningful minutes in a game, right? You look at the Fishermen. The Fishermen have Mia Sala, right? Mia is their lone senior, their captain, the one they rely on the most. But then you look at the supporting cast underneath her. You have people like freshman Jenna Conley, right? Jenna Conley also helps out with the scoring for the Fishermen. So, you know, it's nothing but time and experience. Just means that these girls are going to get better and better as they get older.
Right. As I said about the basketball team last night, it's, you know, what they put in the off season after this comes all the way down. Save.
Save.
Nice play by the defense. Number 10, that's Costa. Ella was a standout on the field hockey this season. There's a bunch of field hockey plays out there. Oh, trip.
Yeah, not called. I won't complain.
All right. Yeah, there you go. Here comes the Fisherman trying to bring it up. That was Costa. All the way across, and Masco's going to switch up. McNiff. So there's no check in girls hockey, yes?
No, that's correct. And that's at any level. That's not just
Right,
at youth
yeah.
level, high school level, college, all the way up through the Olympics.
Yeah, which we've seen the no check in the Olympics. That's very entertaining.
Tell me there's no checking in Olympics women's hockey.
Exactly. Julia Ward for the Fishermen. She gets taken down. .7:05 to go. There's no score yet. Masco's got the lead.
Yeah, evenly played game. You know, not many scoring chances for each team, but they both had a chance.
So behind the net, we're gonna.
A lot of back and forth action.
Yeah, it's looking good so far. 6:55 to go in the first quarter, first period. Basketball was last night. Back to periods here. So Caputo, Sala, and Bushy. Judy Bushy, are you watching? Uh-oh. Here comes the shot. Score!
That's Mia Sala.
That's the senior, went top corner.
Sala also got the first goal of the game against Masco last time.
So the Fishermen on board at the 6:45 mark. It's funny when you see Mia like off the ice, she's not a very big kid. There's nobody grittier than her. So Masco looking to tie it up. Back on defense is Lothers. It's number 4. Caden Poole, 16. There's a shot.
That was 2 good bids by 8th grader Maddie Kenny for the Chieftains.
Let's see, number 11, the Fishermen. I don't have an 11. I do somewhere. Nope. Maybe it's a different number. 11. Oh, Sydney Bushy. My bad. Gosh. I finally see it. That pants are up high and the hair. It's Bushy. Bushy's a Rockport girl. She's been playing hockey with these girls, though, forever, and actually played basketball with Abby Lothers last year in the 8th grade travel team here. We lost the basketball players to hockey. Offsides.
Yep. Bouncing puck.
1-0 Gloucester, 5:54 to go. With a Talbot rink. Gloucester versus Masco. It's supposed to be Beverly, but Masco's here. Kids don't care, they just want to play. Shot? Ooh, nice save. .17, we have Scola is 17, Jenna Conley 24, and Julia Ward with McNiff is 13, Ella Costa 10 on D. Nice break up there by the Fishermen. Shot, nice one, a little wide. That's impressive for a girl to do that.
Yeah, McKenna Dockery, great shot.
Ooh, out front, they can't stuff it in. Olsen holding the post. She keeps it in. Ooh, crushed, sandwiched. People falling.
Everybody falling down for the Chieftains.
Here comes the Fisherman with the breakaway. Shot, oh, missed the net. That was Ariana Scola. She didn't quite get a good angle on that one.
Yeah, it's tough. Well, the Chieftains did a good job getting back.
Right.
Calamity of errors at the blue line, but they were able to get back and get on D and just kind of keep her outside the dot and really give her no angle to get it in.
So my question now is a good question for skating, sharpening your skates. Is there someone, they get this, do they do it every game?
To sharpen skates?
Yeah.
It depends.
Is there people around?
Usually you're looking. I don't know. I mean, you're asking a non-hockey guy, but I'll give you my uneducated answer. You know, usually you're probably getting it once every 6 games. And I'm not going to lie.
Who's around to do it?
Everybody. You can go to a hockey rink. You can go to a pure hockey, TSA, whatever. But I will tell you, I am not a big fan of the new Spark systems they're using. I'm an old-fashioned guy. I like the handheld jobs where they have the grinders. And they kind of work it through.
Joe Mondello.
Joe, you know what? You couldn't have put it better. Absolutely. Yeah, called an old-fashioned leather guy with Joe Mondello, right? Some work requires excellent craftsmanship.
Oh yeah, that's Jim's father-in-law.
Isn't it awesome? I can't tell you the times I used to go
Oh,
into
what a pass.
Mondello's. Oh, that's a nice shot.
That's a beautiful pass. Bonder right out in front. Who's that? 19 with the pass.
Looked like 28.
Miyasala with the pass.
Yeah, it looked
and
like 28 maybe.
18, Caputo.
18.
The field hockey girls get together. Aria Caputo. Her brother goes to school with Kiara. He's a hockey player too.
Lisa, it's good to see, right? So I hear you mention a lot field hockey girls, multi-sport athletes, and I once listened to a speech by former BU hockey coach, right, Mr. Parker, who is a local guy, right? And the one thing he said when asked, what kind of athlete do you look for to play hockey? And his answer was, honestly, not the person that does it every single day of the year, right? Because all sports have interchangeable skills, right, that work from one to the other. And his answer was, look, as many sports as you can play, the better rounded athlete you'll be.
It's going to be ice. My the first kid that I met was Brian Lentz. I don't know if you know him. He was my daughter's age. She's like 40 right now. He's old. Anyhow.
Young. He's 40. He's young. What are you talking
Anyhow,
about?
well, it depends. He went to St. John's Prep and played football, hockey, and baseball.
Yep.
And then went to Harvard, so he went here, so plus being a good athlete, where he could have probably played any of those three sports in college, he was a catcher for the Harvard baseball team, Division I, plus with brains, So, and that's what he told the kids. The same thing. He, helped out my son with catching one time, and that's what he told the kids. He said, play what you can. And it was Watertown that had a really good field hockey player that used to beat Manchester. That she played hockey too. Ooh, shot. Got deflected in front. We have 3:40 to go. It's 2-0 Fishermen. This is a nice shot.
Yeah, Dockery let one go from the blue line.
Wow, what a save.
Olsen flashing the leather.
Here comes Masco looking. Nice job out front by the Gloucester defense. Masco keeps it in. That's Jenna Connolly. Offside, so they clear. Abby Lolis gets taken away by Masco. Poole there to help. 2-0 Fishermen. Oh, what a pass out in front. Cleared away by Poole. Oh, that was, let's see. Is that Poole? Oh, that was McNiff. It's a nice play clearing away by McNiff. Here comes the Chieftans, 2:34 to go in the first period. They can't connect. Lost on a line change. Out in front, McNiff is doing a great job in front of the net. Gloucester trying to clear it out. Oh, they keep it in. Great job. 16. Oh, great pass. Couldn't handle it on the right side of the stick, but it was a good pass. Around the back of the net. Oh, another.
Chieftans able to put a little pressure on, but not able to get much out of it.
Right, a couple of nice ideas, though. We talk of these kids are basically 8th and 9th graders. They got the idea going. They just didn't connect. Oh, there's a pass out in front. Back to Lothers on D. Gets deflected off of Masco feet. Ooh, nice steal by Connolly out front. Blocked away by Masco. Lothers trying to keep it in. She's got to get some help by Ella Costa. No ice there. 1:11 to go, 2-0 Fishermen. Here comes number 2 for Masco.
That's Alex Medeiros.
Oh, shot. Oh, save. Olsen. Oh, just wasn't there on his
Yeah,
stick.
just on the backhand. She
Yep.
just couldn't get it. Tried to move forehand.
I tell you, they're there. The passes are there. They'll connect. Gloucester trying to clear it out. 39 seconds. It's where the last game, Gloucester scored with like how many seconds ago, and then Masco scored at the buzzer.
Yeah.
Oh!
Just deflected wide. Nice tip. Yep. Gloucester scored with 13 seconds left. Masco scored with less than a second left.
I don't think I've ever seen that, actually.
Oh, don't say that.
I don't.
Gloucester Danvers State boys
Oh, yeah,
hockey
that was the,
playoff game.
but
3 seconds left.
yeah, 3 seconds left. This goal was like right at the buzzer. I did see that game, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I was there for that game too. Time running out. 2, 1.
Oh, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Gloucester 2, Masco 0. We'll be back for second period action here at Cape Ann Live.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you,
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Do you know what to do if you're stuck on the railroad crossing? Get out of your vehicle. If a train is not approaching, find the blue and white emergency notification system sign on the traffic signs at the crossing. For help, call the number on the sign and give them the crossing number so they know your location and can alert train traffic. Remember, find the blue and white to save your life.
I was the lead gunner of the convoy that we had. While I was suppressing fire, I felt a flick on my upper biceps area. Right after my recovery, I had to find myself again and see what else I could do to continue my selfless service. Having an organization like the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes, putting me back into working with wounded troops helped me to process my injury. I'm Sergeant Mary Herrera, and my alive date was November 8th, 2003.
For more information, visit saluteheroes.org.
Hey, we're back for second period action here at the Dorothy Talbot Rink. You see Paula. What's her last name now? Paula Talbot. Yeah, it's not Talbot anymore, though. Anyhow, if you see Paula, tell her he said hi. This is the rink here is named after her mom, who was a long-time youth supporter in Gloucester.
Not sure how many people really, today they come in here and they don't appreciate the Dorothy Talbot name.
Right.
Dorothy did a lot for the youth of Gloucester and the youth sports in Gloucester.
She certainly did. So we're going to start out with the Fishermen ahead 2-0. This is Lisa Olson. I'm with Tim Oakes and Jim Capello. It's on camera. We're going to start with Gloucester's first line, Sydney Bushy. It's a center with Mia Sala and Aria Caputo, with Ella Costa and Brooke McNiff on defense. We can go, Tim, what do you got for Masco here?
You have Sage Smith, you have Callie Capernigo and Gabby Oakes. Up front for Coach Sugar. Back on D, you have Sophia Grudy and McKenna Dockery.
So, which we didn't tell you in the first period, is Gloucester is coached by Caitlin Burnick, who so kindly gave me the lines today so I could help you out a little bit. This is tough to see some of the numbers with the pants up high, the ponytails, but we're doing the best we can bringing this game on Cape Ann Live. Caitlin, this is her first year. I believe she was a hockey player somewhere.
Yep, she was.
So, and she's helping out, I know, with the Cape Ann youth hockey. So it's always nice to see a face down there in the youth level that someday this could be your coach. Costa's going to come out.
Yeah, youth
All
hockey,
this-
excellent feeder and development program for both teams.
Oh, she's way over there. What the heck? It's like you putting the wide receiver out there. That was interesting. Hope that nobody notices. The feeder program is big. It's really gotten, pass out in front, backhand, can't get it. Fishman try to clear. Masco keeps it in, number 12. Around the boards. Out in front, right to Gloucester D. That's 19.
Number 16 out there for the Chieftains,
Sala.
Charlotte Lease, another 8th grader.
Oh, trying to hit Sala. Can't quite do it. Good idea. That's Bushy. So if any of Gloucester people, Sydney Bushy's aunt is Janine Montgomery, a super 6th grade teacher at O'Malley Middle School. So Judy, I know you're watching. Had to give you your plug. Here comes Masco.
Bella Cahill on the rush.
Oh, nice move. Shot. Oh, wide. That was sweet. Julia Ward for the Fishermen. Close all the way out to Masco. Masco putting some pressure in. It's a steal. That's going to be offsides. 12:52 to go. It's 2-0 Gloucester. Gloucester, also one of the coaches over there, Johnny Rowley, who, if anyone didn't know, had they try it with the Golden Seals back in the day. Didn't want to leave Gloucester. California Golden Seals had just started a team, I believe, in the NHL. This is way before your time and mine.
Way before my time.
But anyhow, he decided not to go because it was out in California and had his family here. But he was that good. He played at UMass Amherst for Coach Kniff. And I tell you, I think he's catching up to 70, and he's in incredible shape.
Yep, and you think about it, he didn't follow that opportunity, elected to stay home, and certainly had an impact on the boys program as he was head coach from, I want to say, 1974 to 1984-ish or something.
And now he's helping out with his daughter. He's the assistant coach for the field hockey team, and he's helping out with this program, which is awesome. The other coaches are that's Masco. Too many papers. Miriam Callahan and Dan Helliston are the other coaches here for the Fishermen. Back to the D, trying to get a shot on. Keeps it in, but here comes Masco. She's got some room. That's a senior, right? 22? Is that 22 the senior?
Yeah, it's 8th grader, Maddie Kenny.
Oh, Maddie Kenny, that's his guy.
Right, as an 8th grader, off to a great start for the Chieftains. Goal, 4 assists.
Sala, shot. We got a new goalie in for Masco.
Good stop by Mackenzie Cronin.
Oh, that's the same goalie, right?
Yep, they have not changed.
Okay. Oh, it's a nice save.
This is Oaks.
Oh, Gabs. Shot. Oh, right into the gut.
Olsen with a big stop. And the funny thing is, both of them are pretty good friends. They've played hockey together.
So a lot of these girls play, like Gabby plays all year round, doesn't she?
Yeah, and so it's funny you say that. You're right. And you look at the girls program today.
Oh, goalie's got to come out and get that. Oh.
Yeah, you look at the girls program today, and it's funny. Not even just in this game, but no matter, and I'll use it from my point of view with my daughter. When we play Peabody, we play Winthrop, we play Gloucester. There are always other players on the other teams that she will play with on the Islanders or in youth hockey for Masco. So it's funny. It is a fairly close-knit community from a player perspective that, look, a lot of these girls, even though they're on different teams, different high schools, they know each other. They've played together. So
yeah. Oh, there's another one. Shot. Sala looking for that top corner. Ooh. Couple nice saves. By,
Smith with a breakaway chance. Sage Smith in alone.
Shot. Oh,
Olsen
save.
Up to the task.
Ooh, wow. She's a freshman fan.
Yeah, Avery. Solid, fundamentally sound goalie.
You said she's been going to different camps and she skates all the time?
Yep. She attends Stop It in Woburn. So even though, she goes to practice here, She continues to try to hone and develop her skills outside of this.
That's not like football when the person's going off.
I don't know. It was
12 men on the field now. Comes Jenna Connolly. Number 12, Julia Ward.
Yeah, Ward and Chase for the Fishermen. Dockery for the Chieftains.
Connolly, oh, what a nice move. The other wing is Ariana Scola, number 17. 9:46 to go in the second. Here comes Masco again. That's McNiff, I believe.
Oh, Cahill, high and wide, no angle.
Yeah, that's all right. Can't score if you don't shoot. Eventually that angle will be there. Oh, look up. Oh, she kept on sides. Shot, save. Back to McNiff on D.
That's Costa.
Oh, Costa, I'm sorry. I keep mixing the two of them up. Ella had a really good field hockey season this year as a freshman, had a bunch of goals.
Yep.
So the big thing these kids need to do is keep working in the winter time, in the summertime. Ooh, all alone, backhand. That was Salo. Another save.
Yeah, that is the key, but still, you also like to see him do other things, right? You got to give him a chance to step away from the ice.
Yeah, a lot of these kids, though, are out there playing softball, and then they'll go to a hockey practice, you know, whatever, you know, a different thing. Keeping them busy and is kind of
It's funny you say that. Think about when we were kids, right? When we were growing up, we didn't have all these these things to entertain us, right? I mean, granted, we did things that are, in my opinion, better than what kids do today, right? We'd go to the Oval, you know, you'd play baseball with your friends, you'd play neighborhood street hockey with your friends. You know, everything with the kids today, there isn't that aspect of it. But they have a lot of great opportunities. This is Kenny, the 8th grader.
Nice save. A little wide, was going wide. So 8:19 to go, 2-0 Fishermen. Masco back with it, gonna go back around the net.
Yep, that is Bella Flynn, freshman.
Fishermen putting some pressure on. Masco's gonna clear it out. Trying to connect, 2-26. Oh, 2 went right to the net, nice job. Olsen's there for the save.
I'm wondering if the Fishermen are getting ready for their goalie change. I think for the most part, Gloucester split the games with their goalies, with Daly starting and Olsen coming in relief, or vice versa.
Which is good. Rachel's a senior. She's put her time in.
Yeah, and obviously there's no drop off in play on either one.
Yeah, this is the first game that I've done live. I've watched a bunch of them on Cape Ann live. I watched one game that you did in Masco. I watched that game. That was thrilling. I was like, oh. So it's been great that we're able to bring you the games to the parents to watch, because they can't, because of COVID, they can't get in here.
And that's huge. And I hope that's one positive that comes out of the whole situation.
Oh, shot, save, Olsen.
Is that there's more of this, right? Because I mean, I think it's great. I think it's great for the kids. I think it's great for the supporters and the fans, you know, to be able to watch the kids play. You can't always get there in person, so the more this takes off and becomes a common thing, I think the better for all sports, but all high school sports.
Well, sealed by number 24. Masco breaks it right up. That was Connolly. Second line out for the Fishermen. 6:36 to go. We've had no score in this period. 2 in the first. Caputo and Sala with the goals. Offsides, Fishermen. That was a nice play.
Individual effort by Brooke McNiff.
Yeah, she's a skater. So I was telling Tim, we reconnected through cheerleading, our favorite sport.
Don't be saying that out loud.
Anyhow, hey. And Brooke at one time cheered with my granddaughter. I told him at Coastal Elite or whatever they were called down the Browns Mall. So I'm so into cheerleading. So,
Yeah,
but now,
my days of being a flyer are over.
now they're playing. Well, Gabs never was a cheerleader. It was your other ones. All right, six minutes to go here in the second period. Gloucester up 2-0. Kind of an even battle this period also.
Chieftans still pressing, looking for that first goal. Just have not been able to put anything by Olsen. Olsen has played really well. Stopped a couple one-on-none breakaways.
Which is huge in high school. Huge at any level. So we have Sala's line out. Sala's 19, Bushy in the center. It's 11, Aria Caputo is number 18. Lothers and I think that's Caden Poole, number 16. No, that's 13. They all look like McNiff. Lothers, that is Lothers right there. Abby's a twin. The freshman class. Oh, there's a shot. Oh, right up
saved
front.
by Olsen.
Oh, she couldn't get it up.
Dockery with the bid for the Chieftans.
Abby's one of the, I think there's like 8 twins at the freshman class here at Gloucester High. Most of them are boy girls except for the Toppin boys. And a lot of them play sports, so. Will's on the JV team, her brother Will. Her sister is a senior at
I'll
Kelsey.
put it in my world. The Toppin boys row same boats for juniors.
There you go. Oh,
Oaks wide with the miss. For the shot. That was a miss.
I'm impressed by the defense of Masco with the shots, the power they can get on their shots. So Masco is what towns now?
So right now, Masco is standalone. Boxfield,
Yeah.
Boxford, Topsfield, and Middleton.
Okay.
And we've got, obviously, as we said earlier, the one Newburyport player in Capernegro, the carryover from last year's team.
But those are the girls that play, the kids that go to school at
Yep.
Masco.
Yep.
Oh, shot deflected. Oh, the defenseman was like,
Nice
oh.
screen out front, tip, but again, Olsen there to shut the door.
She just keeps those pads down, keeps everything locked tight. So in that, who knows if she saw it or not.
Yeah, but she squared up, to your point, right?
Yep.
Fundamentals. She squared up to the puck and in position to make the save even if you can't see it.
Gloucester clears it out, no ice, 4:34 to go, 2-0 Fishermen. Masco collects, they're gonna do it, line change. Gives the time to Fishermen, see if they can clear it out. '17 Scola, this is the second line, Connolly's 24, Julia Ward, 12. For Gloucester. Comes around, Masco threatening more this period. Olsen's stifled them so far. Shot, oh! Save.
Unable to put it in. Bitsy out front, loose puck.
Gloucester clears it away. I think that was
McKenna Dockery for the Chieftans just couldn't get there. Fishermen do a great job clearing it and breaking the other way.
Shot out front. Oh! Oh! Goes in. Not quite sure who did.
I'm going to guess it's 17.
Ariana Scola. What do you have?
Mullen?
Oh, Ariana Mullen. That's interesting. She had Scola. She had in the thing. Ariana
Little
Mullen.
sound effects after the third goal for the Fishermen. But
pass
that
was
right
from,
there, that is reflective, that play right there, of kind of what has been the Achilles heel for the Chieftains team this year. A puck laying harmlessly out front of the net that they just can't get to and clear, and has been poked in by the other team.
So it's 3-0, 3:18 to go. I think, I believe Ella Costa set her up with that. And then Mullen, I'm sorry if it says goal. I was like going from what she told me on the I looked at something else that she had. 17. I have her down as Ariana Scola.
All right, I could have bad advice, bad intel. Sala again.
Sala likes that upper corner.
And I got to tell you, Mia Sala must love playing Masco.
I mean, it's funny how some kids have that one team that they play against, huh?
Yeah, she has played lights out both games.
Wow, 4-0, Gloucester, 2:49 to go. Maybe they knew I was coming and they were like wanting to show off.
Or it was me.
Yeah. It's far from over as we saw in the last game. Sala again. Good D by the Chieftans. 2:31 to go. Gloucester up 4-0.
Yeah, that was a great goal by Sala. Able to walk into the slot, kind of pick her spot. Plenty of time.
She's really, you can tell that senior leadership, senior
and,
intelligence.
And it's patience, right? I mean, that's the big thing. You get the puck in that situation, a lot of kids panic.
Walked.
And she took her time, picked her spot, and delivered.
That's what we'll see with both of these young teams, these kids coming up. They'll figure it out as they get going. Going to call it offsides, and then he waved it off. Here comes Masco. The shot.
Oh, Smith.
Oh, she put it under the pad.
Sage Smith.
In the 5-hole. And Masco answers right back, 4-1.
I think that's going to be Smith unassisted.
Goalie comes out to congratulate him.
Have to admit, never seen that one before.
There's always a first.
And I'll tell you, I'm not a big fan of the line, the congratulations line. Do you know what it reminds me of? Danvers. I'm not going to lie.
There you go. At the side of the net. 1:40 to go. 4-1. Fisherman. What was a quiet second period, all of a sudden, has erupted with 3 goals. 2 by the Fisherman, 1 by Masco. Gloucester keeps it in. Oh, pass out front. Beautiful. That was Scola. Here comes Masco. 1:06 to go. Saved by Olsen.
Now remember, this is a Gloucester Masco game. 1 minute left in the period.
I know,
This is when things start to get crazy.
Right, especially the second period is when
There
it
could
all
be
happened.
4 goals scored in the next minute.
Ooh, trying to clear it out. Masco with it. Trying to find some room. Gloucester's there. I think Scola.
Oh, they didn't start the clock. The clock is not running. We're still showing 1:06 on the clock.
Now it's going. That's going to benefit Masco.
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny you say that. I don't know who it benefits, right? We'll find out.
Always the team behind, I think, because you get extra time. All of a sudden, it's 1 minute to go. 50 seconds. 4-1 Fisherman. Blocked. Connolly.
Nice outlet.
Up to Scola. Scola just fires it in. Nice job. Right at the net. You never can tell what happens. Lothers.
30 left in the period.
Goes all the way down the end. 25. Fisherman trying to clear it out. Masco keeps it in.
15.
This is where it gets exciting here. Oh! Tough break.
Yeah, not sure.
Could have been a penalty, yes, no?
Might have been a non-called interference, but
anyhow, there we go. It's the end of the second period with Gloucester 4, Masco 1. We'll be back for third period action here at the Dorothy Talbot Rink.
I was the lead gunner of the convoy that we had. While I was suppressing fire, I felt a flick on my upper biceps area. Right after my recovery, I had to find myself again and see what else I could do to continue my selfless service. Having an organization like the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes, putting me back into working with wounded troops, helped me to process my injury. I'm Sergeant Mary Herrera, and my alive date was November 8th, 2003.
For more information, visit saluteheroes.org.
Do you know what to do if you're stuck on the railroad crossing? Get out of your vehicle. If a train is not approaching, find the blue and white emergency notification system sign on the traffic signs at the crossing. For help, call the number on the sign and give them the crossing number so they know your location and can alert train traffic. Remember, find the blue and white to save your life.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you,
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Welcome back to third period action here at the Dorothy Talbot Rink. It's Lisa Olson on with Tim Oakes and Jim Capello. The Gloucester Fishermen 4, Masco Chieftans 1. We've had a good game so far for the Fishermen as they're looking to, I'm not going to jinx them, but we had Mia Sala with 2 goals, Aria Caputo with 1, and Ariana Scola with the other for the Fishermen. Who scored for the Chieftains? Do you remember?
For the Chieftains, it was senior Sage Smith. Junior Sage Smith. And I don't want to jinx it, right? I'm looking for a great third period. We all know how quickly the game last time turned.
It's 12-0, broken up.
And to start the third period, both coaches are going with the goalies they started with. Olsen for the Fishermen and
nice
Cronin
pass.
for the Chieftains.
Is that Sala? Let's see. Oh, good defense.
Yeah, Bella Cahill, nice back check.
Looking for someone out front, but Masco's there. So we got Lothers on defense with Brooke McNiff. Lothers is 4. Oh, out in front.
Dangerous.
Shot blocked by a Fisherman body. Again, Masco can't get it. Here comes the Fisherman.
Those are always the hardest pucks once they get lost in your feet.
Yep.
Ice is a little slippery to start the third period.
Yeah, they didn't do it during the first and second. They just iced it down now in between the second and third period, which is always nice. Lost it down, trying to block it up. Masco out front. Olsen with the save. Oh! Comes Sala. Ooh, shot in. I'm hearing buzzing, Jim. Now I'm not. Oh.
Nope. Again, it's that spot.
Let's put something extra slippery over there. 20 shot.
Oh, that was Oakes, just wide over the net.
Looking for that top corner. Can we ice it?
Yeah, they wave it off.
That's interesting. Why would they wave something off? Phil's talked about that.
Got to keep this game moving along. No, teasing.
We've had no penalties yet. So I couldn't jinx that, yeah.
Oh, potential breakaway. Bitsy King for the Chieftains.
Gloucester's going to hustle back, though, a little bit too far ahead of us.
Not sure how that wasn't a check.
So as we said, there's no checking in this, but sometimes we're not really sure. Ooh, that was a nice move. She just couldn't quite get it back.
Just can't keep a handle on it.
Yep. That was Scola. Let's see, I don't know Ariana. Most of these kids go by me in O'Malley. She's a freshman. They're obviously the good, quiet kids, because that's why I don't know them from O'Malley. Although there are a couple Rockport kids on the team, too.
Yep.
So we're trying to figure out if Sydney Bushy is Rob's
and
Brooke Bushy is Who'd I say?
Scott.
Scott. So you can correct us if we're wrong. Oh, if I'm wrong. All right, here comes Masco, 11:48 to go. Nice pass out in the middle, just can't collect it.
Yep.
Connolly there for the Fishermen.
Oh, Smith to Oaks out front, just couldn't finish. Nice save by Olsen.
That was huge. Connolly trying to clear it out.
You got Capernigo, Smith, and Oaks up front for the Chieftains.
Save.
Oh, right to the stick. Oaks just can't put it in.
Oh my goodness, Olsen came back and got a piece of that one. Wow, that was sweet.
Chieftains still able to keep it in, mounting some pressure. Puck loose.
Oh. Just not coming. It's not coming their way right now.
Yeah, Olsen once again playing solid. Definitely a difference maker in the game.
Yeah, I agree. Thank goodness you made that after saying that. Put the pressure on it. 10:52, 4-1, Fishermen.
Dylan, Medeiros, and Dockery for the Chieftains up front.
Back to the D. Tries to get it through, but 18, let's see. Caputo was there with the block. Zasala, shot. Oh, looking for that top corner again. Sala's the only captain out there.
Sala and Caputo have played well for the Fishermen, putting a lot of pressure, moving the puck really well when they're out there on the ice.
Bushy being the good center, setting him up. Caputo with a goal today from Sala. 10:07 to go. 4-1 Fishermen. Goes all the way back to Costa. Gets it up to Sala. Every shot she's got goes up high. She's got that lift up pretty well.
Yep, McKenna Dockery for the Chieftains.
Oh, that could have been offsides. Sala with it. It's been a long shift. Here comes Chieftains, pressure line out. But stop. I think that's Connolly. Back to the G. Oh! Putting the pressure on. Can't quite get it. Oh.
Yeah, Chieftains have had their chances.
They certainly have. Olsen's been incredible in net.
And on the other side, the Fishermen, they've made the most of their chances. I'm telling you, that spot, there's something there. Might be more than ice.
Well, we got a doubleheader action here on Cape Ann Live with the boys coming up against Danvers tonight. So, and I think Danvers is home team. So
yeah, it is a home game for Danvers.
So no Gloucester fans. Oh, here we go, all alone.
Oh, can't do it. Nice play.
Oh, I thought that went off the back of the goalie.
I thought that went in two in the back. Did I see it or did I hope for it? I don't know.
Oh, shot. Oh, right into Olsen.
Olsen, once again, standing tall, able to get a stick, a pad, a glove on everything that's put at her.
Is that Gabby that hit it out front? Looked like it went behind.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes, that is my daughter that just missed the last 3 shots from point blank.
But it looked like it, the second time she just threw it out there in front to hope for a teammate.
Yeah,
and it looked like it went off of Olsen,
you and I
didn't
both
it?
thought the same thing, that it caught a pad and went in backwards.
We'll have to rewind that one.
Chieftains got to get something going now. 8:30 left. Down by 3. If you're going to make a move, you got to start doing it now.
Oh, what a move. That was Sala. Mia with a good game today with 2 goals.
Sala, love watching her play.
She's just like the rest of the Salas. Oh, here's a shot alone. Oh! She tried to wrap it around.
Yeah, Jessica Flynn, Bella Flynn, excuse me, did it again.
Shot.
Bella Flynn with the rush.
What a nice save by Olsen.
Third period, game's opening up a little bit.
Here we go. Shot, save.
Cronin with the stop. Third period, end to end. Both teams starting to open up, starting to put a little more pressure and focus in the offensive zone, which is leading to a lot of breakup and odd man rushes going the other way.
And Masco's they gotta do it because they need a goal here. It's 7:51 to go.
Yep, got to get one to come back 3. But overall, Fishermen doing a good job just bottling it up.
Excuse me. Connolly gets it out. Let's see, the other wing is Ward, Julia Ward and Ariana Scola. Looking up, looking for the wing. Nice try by Abby Lothers. Here comes Masco. Oh, get a Fisherman down. She's going to come around the neck, looking out front.
Oh! Bella Cahill. That's going to be unassisted.
That was.
Picked up the puck at center, rushed through, rushed around.
And that's why you throw it on net, because you never can tell what can happen.
And Poole, you call that the bank shot.
What it does, it makes it 4-2 with 7:06 to go. Anything can happen here.
That's right. Takes one to start it. There's one. Cuts the lead in half, 4-2.
See if the Fishermen can answer. Costa.
Gonna be offsides. Got a touch.
That's Poole, the other defenseman, Caden Poole.
6:58. Smith, Oakes, and Dockery up front for the Chieftains.
So this is the Fishermen's first year in the varsity team level. Masco obviously has been in varsity for a few years.
Yeah, but it's their second first year as a varsity team.
Oh, on the front. Shot, another shot.
Oakes can't find
again.
The Chieftains, they can't complain that they haven't had chances.
Boy, last game Gloucester and Masco played, she had the 2 goalies combined had like
it was
ridiculous,
like 45 saves combined. And I got to
saves.
tell you, Olsen tonight has to be over 30.
Yeah. Too bad we don't have
Unfortunately, we don't have a crack statistician. Jim working the camera, unfortunately, isn't keeping an eye on
well,
shots.
for the boys, they do it. It's unfair to females. Oh, here we go.
Breakout chance. Sala again, looking for the.
Oh,
Cronin. Nice save by Mackenzie Cronin.
Wow. That's huge. Sala looking for the hat trick.
Whatever chances the Chieftains have to come back in this game, Cronin just did her best to continue to let them have chances. Good job.
Wow, Mia Sala with 2 nice bids. 6:16 to go, 4-2 Fishermen.
If there was a chance, Cronin just continued to give him that chance.
Yeah,
that was
she
a
certainly
big
did.
On Sala. Sala was coming in for the hat trick.
6:16, 4-2 Fishermen. Nail biting time. Chieftains putting the pressure on. It's in the Gloucester end right now. Sydney Bushy behind the net
Sydney
for the
Bushy
Fishermen.
doing some good work behind the net for the Fishermen, trying to work the puck free. Brooke McNiff on D for the Fishermen.
So Brooke's parents can just stay here. They got a double header. Oh no, they can't stay here because they can't watch the boys tonight. It's Danvers Gloucester game tonight. The boys are away, Gloucester Fishermen. Nice breakup, and that's going to be an
it's going to be
offside.
offsides.
Yeah, they couldn't help that one.
Capernigo just couldn't get it and couldn't get back in time, and Medeiros couldn't slow up.
Yep. 5:33.
Once again, Chieftains roll their first line out there.
This is Gloucester's second line. Connolly, Scholar, and Ward. Goes all the way down. That's not going to be icing, though, because you see Gloucester trying to keep it in. Go back to the defense. Nice play by number 12 from Masco. Oh, Gloucester clears it out. McNiff.
Conley working through center.
She's offsides, so they got to clear. They didn't. So I met Jenna playing when she played Little League. So the Jenna Connolly story when she played the Lucido boy, who Gloucester went to the the final two. They were in they runner-up in the States that year.
Yep.
She got up in a game against him, and he couldn't strike her out. She fouled off like 8 pitches in a row. We finally had to throw the curveball to get her out. It was awesome. She kept getting the fastball, kept getting a piece, kept getting a piece. So that showed right there that she's determined as an athlete. He just kept smiling and kept checking away. It was awesome. It's a great moment.
Penalty coming up. It looks like it's probably going to be against the Chieftans would be my bet.
Especially the way they reacted over that.
Yeah, it looks like it might be Cahill, but I might be making that up.
Interesting, at 4:34, we've seen a couple that could have been called, and 4:34, Masco down by 2.
Yeah, timing hurts for the Chieftains, trailing by 2.
We're going to get our first one of the game. Oh, she's not happy. I like that. So Gloucester on the power play. See, they got Sala, Bushy, and Caputo out. Or is that Caputo? That doesn't look like. But McNiff and Lothers on defense.
1:30, isn't it a 2-minute penalty?
No. I think it's 1:30 in high school.
All right.
No, you're right. It is 2 minutes usually.
I thought it was 2.
Yeah, for the boys it's 2. That's interesting.
2. I'm not trying to be a referee here, but
yeah,
I did stay at a Holiday Inn last night.
So he's he's changing it to 2, I think.
Not that I don't want 1:30. I'm all right with 1:30.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see.
Take 30 seconds if I can get it.
I think that's what the referee just went over to say. Yeah, they're going to change it. Maybe in youth hockey. I don't know who's doing it.
Yeah, youth is 1:30.
Yeah.
Right, 12-minute periods.
Yeah, that's the difference between the. All right, so 4:32 to go. Masco clears it out. McNiff behind the net.
Yeah, even short-handed with only 4:18 left in the game. The Chieftains are going to have to press.
Shot again.
Oh!
Oh!
It flashes the pad.
I think that was Sala with the shot. Second one. That was a couple nice saves right there for Masco.
Oh.
Looking out front. Loose puck. Oh, McNiff couldn't keep it in.
Not sure why that wasn't a hand pass.
Oh, nice pass.
Yeah, dangerous pass. King unable to get it.
Shot. Oh!
That's a hat trick. That's a hat trick for Sala.
Wait, where's the hats on the thing? Come on. Damn it, throw your hats in.
And we talked about the other curse for the Chieftains so far this season. It's been penalties. When they've been on the penalty, they've been unable to kill it off successfully.
Now, she just came out of the box. You can't do that.
No, you can.
You
penalties
can?
Up. Yeah, penalties up.
Oh, I thought that,
it's not a major.
No, but I thought they still had to stay in the thing for 2 minutes.
only on a major.
Oh. I thought that was a high school rule. So 5-2, Mia Sala with the hat trick for the Fishermen. We have 3:36 to go.
I didn't see anyone throw any hats on the ice. Come on, people.
I was trying to get the Damas people, but they were just Damas teams.
Stammers.
They don't want to lose their hats. Plus, they probably didn't know. They just got here.
Oh, plus they saw it was Gloucester. And that's just my bias showing through, sorry.
I know. Don't worry, I'm there with you. Ooh, out in front.
Yeah, harmless shot on Olsen, but again, Olsen having a game.
3:12 to go.
Can't wait to see the stats. It's going to be over 40 saves. That's a guess.
Maybe I should take credit. Maybe she's related somewhere in the Olsen family line.
Yeah.
I tend to think not.
Oh! Just wide.
Inches. It's a game of inches, fans. It's out to the point.
Oh! Lynn Dockery with a tip, almost in.
Masco's refusing to give up here. Oh, that was a hit. Oh, she just knocked that.
Letting him play. Let him play.
I guess.
I'm all for it. 2:42 left in the game.
It's Connolly. No, that's number 10. That's Costa. Oh, let's nobody back on defense because Costa.
Yeah, Medeiros with Oaks can't get the puck over.
$2:20 to go. Fishermen up 5-2. Looking for that first W of the year.
You can see the Chieftains.
That's going to be a penalty
the
in the
Chieftains
fisherman.
pressing with only one D-back, starting to send everyone into the offensive
And
zone.
this could be something right here, because 5-2, 2:10 to go.
All right, Lisa, what do? Do you pull your goalie? I do. Down by 3, 2:10 left. You got a man advantage.
Depends.
Make it a 6-on-4.
So why would the Okay, they are going to go down here. I would right now.
I pull it.
Yep, right now.
2:10, 3 goals.
What do
What's
you
it matter?
Yep.
Of course, I'm not the coach, so it's my decision. I'm not trying to coach for the coach.
No, but that's just our opinion.
It's hypotheticals.
We've always been more on the offense than the defense. Why not? I'd pull some interest in coaching moves
What
in
are
my
we doing?
career. What? They call
Did
it
we
a
get a
double
penalty?
Really? Wow.
I didn't see. It looks like Sala for the Fishermen and Cahill for the Chieftains with matchings.
That's interesting. So now because of that penalty,
Now it's 5-on-5.
So how did-
and it should, you're right, it should come down the other end.
right, because that's where the play was.
Yeah.
They did it there because it was Gloucester penalty, but where did the Cahill girl get her penalty? That's interesting.
All right, everything I talked about pulling the goalie, I don't pull it yet.
No, you don't. It's all over now.
All right.
Yeah.
Moot conversation.
2:10, so they go 4-4. Let's see. Oh no,
No,
5-5.
they'll go
Yeah,
5-on-5 matching.
because it's matching penalties. So it'll be like 10 seconds to go by the time they get out. A little bit over that. Ooh.
If everything holds true, this will be Gloucester's first win of the season.
Oh!
It'll be Benwick's first win as the Fisherman coach. It'll be the first Varsity win.
Good pressure by the Fishermen.
Dylan for the Chieftains.
7 is Haley Wentworth for the Fishermen. Getting to see Haley play.
Oh, that was Bitsy King. Just couldn't get it out there. Split the defenseman with the outlet, with the back pass to the D.
Well, I tell you, I'm impressed with girls hockey. They're looking good, and they're only going to get better. The more they play, the better off they're going to be.
That's right.
A lot of young
Take it
talent.
for what it is, a development year. You know, the game wasn't scheduled, but I think it's great. You know, I think it's a great accommodation by both athletic directors. Gloucester obviously had its game against Beverly canceled.
Right.
Masco had its game against Peabody that was supposed to be played today canceled. So if you got the sheet and both teams have the availability, let them play.
And it's been interesting. Brian Lofato's done a great job with that. Like in basketball, I think we played Winthrop 3 times.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to seem like an old timer, right? But you think about Brian Lofato, the job he does as athletic director. Think about when I was in high school, right? Mr. O'Neill was the athletic director, right? It went from him, it went to Bob Rowland,
Yep.
went to Kim Patience,
Yep.
went to Julia Smith, to Brian. I may have missed people in between.
No, I think
but
you
point
got it.
being, you look at those guys have done a phenomenal job for Gloucester athletics, right? For the
They
Gloucester
certainly have.
student athletes. It's just, I would challenge you to say any differently that every one of them in line, in succession, have been solely motivated about having a great experience for Gloucester students who are student athletes.
And Brian been pushed into winter sports with the weather and the COVID thing.
It's a tough
He's
environment.
done a great job
Right.
getting these kids on the court and on the
Right.
ice.
I mean, it's hard. Who knows how many games, these basketball teams, hockey teams are going to be able to play in the winter,
Right.
right? Catch when you can.
So we're in the last 20 seconds. So we're going to see the first victory for the Gloucester Fishermen girls varsity program here in a long time.
Yeah, you want to put a label on this one? You're going to call it the Sala Olsen show.
There you go.
All right, that's what you're going to call this.
Sala,
right?
Mia Sala with the hat trick.
Mia Sala. Gloucester
Avery
Senior
goalie.
with a great game with a hat trick, and Avery Olsen stood on her head.
She certainly did. So for Tim Oakes, thanks Tim for helping me out tonight. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you very much, and thank you to Jim as well. I appreciate it, right? I know I kind of maybe force my way in a little bit. I can be like that.
But I love having somebody with me. It makes it a lot easier.
It makes it better, and I appreciate the chance to do it. Plus, I also appreciate the chance to come here and see my daughter play, right? It's a selfish statement, right? But to see my daughter play in a hockey rink and on the ice that I grew up on.
Right.
Right. So it's a pretty cool experience for me. I enjoy it on both sides, being able to do it and also being able to see my daughter play.
All right, so for Cape Ann Live, we're going to go off for a bit until 6 o'clock or so, and the Varsity boys are going to play Danvers tonight. So for Jim Capello, Tim Oakes, Lisa Olson, thank you for watching tonight's game, and we'll see you at 6 o'clock. Good night.